Alright, welcome in, welcome in. I had a hell of a time trying to get my stream set up tonight. For some reason, my OBS just stopped working with the multi-stream, and I kept switching it back and forth between Twitch and YouTube, but I think we're good now. So just let me know if any settings changed, the mic's not loud enough, or the game audio. It should be unaffected, but just want to make sure. But anyways, welcome into the stream. Today, not too sure what we want to do, but I know that I want to start preparing for the water and the power cutoff. I think we have about 15 or so in-game days before that happens. So it's going to be a little bit of base building and just chilling. And we may go out for some loot runs in case we need like more tools or something. So I think it's going to be fun. We're going to figure it out. And let me try to remember. Before I got off last time, I offloaded everything. So my weight is really low. And last time was a disaster because I accidentally put all my stuff away in the chest. And then we went out for like the loot runs and we found the improved pickaxe and whatnot. And I didn't have any lockpicks, so it was really annoying. But I think I'm good now. I have my chest all organized. And I've offloaded almost everything. I just have only what we need. I even got rid of my 2 guns because I rarely use them. Usually I just need my pistol and my shotgun, and then I brought the MP5 just in case, just to have some fun with it. And let's get this unused stat point. Let's see. Oh, we have one in agility. Continue to sprint while 100% tired. No longer causes pain. 50% less tiredness from melee weapons. 50% as much fall damage, however, lethal fall damage is still lethal. Okay. You can move 50% faster while crouching. You could jump slightly higher than normal. These are all pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But I think since we use melee weapons so much, I want to take this batter one. 50% less tiredness from melee weapons sounds really good, because sometimes my guy will get tired and then you just do like 0 damage. So I'd like to avoid that. Dismantling as well. We have, when dismantling, have a 1/4 chance to receive 25% more yield than you normally would. And also dismantling items reduces stress. I don't think we have to worry about stress too much. There's a lot of things that you can de-stress with. So a 1/4 chance to receive 25% more yield sounds good to me. Let's grab that one. And we also have vitality. These are like the core skills. Love that. Let's see. The chance of dirty bandages becoming infected is reduced by 25%. Your chances of getting sick are tripled and the effects are stronger, but you get a 5% XP bonus. That sounds awful. 5% is not worth that. Your max health is increased by 25%. That sounds pretty good. XP gained by, oh, that's the generic. 50% less likely to break your arm or legs. I think that one's pretty bad because I haven't had that problem yet. I'm not really jumping off of things, so I think the best one is this one, to increase our health by 25%. We'll go with that one. And that's about it. These are our skills. We have some pretty high ones. I think construction is our highest one. And we do have some zeros. We have medical. Cooking is basically 0. Repair. Sneaking. Sociability. What is that? How well you master communication. I'm not talking to anybody in a solo game. Throwing. I never... What am I throwing? Nothing. I think I got this from shooting hoops with the basketball. Trading. I don't even know if that's possible to train right now. And then, of course, lockpicking is now 27, so we got to get that up to start yeah, lockpicking some of the military crates. That's a big goal, but unfortunately that skill is really, really slow. But I think it's just one of those ones that while you're out on your loot runs, just try to lockpick anything and everything, and you'll eventually get it up there. And why is my health low? What did I take damage from? Oh, no, it's just because I just got that stat point to increase it. That makes sense. Thought I was taking random damage. That'd be unlucky to just randomly die. Alright. So, the first thing I want to do is, I think, set up a well for the farm. I haven't really been keeping track of the water for these things. And I did have a perk that's supposed to still grow with no water, but it doesn't seem like it's really working. Let me double check that right here. Dead plants continue to grow very slowly. Oh, dead plants, not watered plants. Okay. Remember to put a few wells down. Hey, welcome in, Ninja. You need multiple? I'm not even sure how much water they give. But if you're saying I need multiple, that's a good shout. Let's see. Let's try to find it so I can read the description. What's it under? Right here. So to make it, we need 2 cloth rope, 20 limestone brick, and 15 reinforced. The only thing I'm worried about is a limestone brick. I haven't had to make any of those yet. And I don't think I've really looted them, so we'll have to take a look for that. So, collects groundwater, refills slowly over time. Okay. So I guess since it's probably really slow, so you're saying multiple... Oh, it's because they max out. Yeah, and they're slow to fill. Okay. That makes sense. So we can get a couple down. Maybe 2, 3. We'll figure it out. I gotta just figure out what I have for materials. And let me pin this so I don't have to keep coming back here and looking. Cloth rope. I'm pretty sure we have a bunch of that. Yep, we have 18. Let's just say... Let's get 2 wells for now. So let's get 4 cloth rope. And then reinforced wooden planks. We're gonna have to make some more. Let's go make some more. To make the bricks, you need limestone powder. 2 powder makes 1 brick. Okay. And is that in the fabrication? Oh, there's limestone powder. Which you need raw limestone, which is easy to get. Okay. And then the limestone bricks are right here. Was there multiple ways to make the bricks? Oh, it's paste. Okay. Concrete paste. So we would need to make concrete paste, which is right here. Which is the limestone powder that you were talking about. I see. I'm following. So you just get limestone powder, make that into concrete paste, and then make the concrete paste into the limestone bricks. And we need 40 of those. So that means we're gonna need 80 limestone powder. Wait, how many concrete paste per 2? So if we need to make 40, we need 80 limestone powder to make 40 concrete paste, and then that'll only make 20 bricks. So we gotta double that. So we're gonna need 160, if my math is correct. 160 limestone powder. And the limestone powder is made from 3 raw limestone. Oh my gosh, that's gonna take a long time, isn't it? It might be better to go back to the mill and just loot it. I feel like there's a bunch down there rather than mine it myself. What do you think about that? All those yellow... Yeah, you're right, you're right. There were a bunch of those big dumpsters. And then you're saying it's possibly, if we get bricks in those, that'll save a lot of time. You are right on that. I do know where a couple are, so that might be a good shout. Could definitely take a look at that. I think anything would be faster than mining it, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, while we're doing that, let's get some of these reinforced wooden planks going. We have iron scrap. I think I'm gonna have to get some more iron scrap out. Make some more metal brackets. I have a bunch. Geez, it's really storming out here. This is why I wish I had a roof over here. Gotta stay out here in the water, it sucks. Okay, let's make a ton of metal brackets. Oh, you're right. You're right, my electronics. Yo, good call on that, good call on that. I forgot about that. Bro, I need an umbrella or something. This sucks. I don't have any towels on me. I have one here though. I've yet to see rain gear in this game. Actually, now that you mention that, I have a rain jacket. I remember I picked this up very early on, a raincoat, and it has 88% rain resistance. There you go. And also Denim Jeans says the hazmat suit is waterproof. Okay, so yeah, we have the option of getting the raincoat or the hazmat suit. Let me see the... Oh, it has 100%. Yeah, you're right. Let's just go with the raincoat for now, because I don't want to... Well, what does the hazmat suit take off? Everything, or... Let's see. If I put this on... Oh, it only takes off my pants? Oh. Upper and lower, okay. Yeah, so I don't really want to take off my armor. So I think the 88% will do fine for now. We'll just have to keep an eye on the meter. Why does it say I have this stuff equipped right now? I think that's a bug. Because it's not in here. Oh, never mind. Oh, no, wait, the hazmat suit is sick because it's just like your generic clothing. Yeah, I overlooked that one. Okay, let's go with the hazmat suit. We don't need this ugly raincoat. Let's put that away. By the time I figure this out, the rain's gonna be gone. Okay, now we just need wooden planks and screws over here. Let's take these to the bench. Where's all my screws? Screws are probably in here. Oh yeah, we're loaded on screws. I thought we were running low. I was moving blue stairs you find in warehouses during rain. Those I use inside base walls as towers. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. They're usually in like those tool garages. Or I guess they are warehouses. But I know exactly what you're talking about. That's a good idea. It's a little bit more height than the fences. Or like the ledges or whatever. Yeah, the roller ladders. Yep, exactly. Okay, how many? We need 30. Let's get 30 of these cooking. Alright, now that's all that's left is the limestone bricks. Good height over the walls. I place lantern on top step, lights up the area. That's really smart. I like that idea. Okay. Be sure to repair your weapons. Yeah, my tomahawk is pretty low. Let's see what it even requires to repair it. Oh, iron scrap. That's easy. I just searched scrap in the scrap storage. That's gonna help me. Okay. Tomahawk repair. Sick. I really gotta move this. I gotta move that over there so I don't have to keep walking all the way over here. But before I do that, I wanted to straighten out this little curve here. Because I feel like this curve just ruins the flow of this workshop area. So I'll straighten that out, move that there, and then probably move the storage and stuff right there. But let's go find some limestone bricks. And I wish the storm would go away because it's really loud in my headphones. I feel like I'm shouting. So we have hydraulic cutters. I think that'll do. You know those little red tool chests? It's good to place one of those on top of the repair bench and place the scraps needed to repair gear and weapons. That way you don't have to run all over. And yep, that is very smart as well. I think I have... I scrapped it. So we'll keep an eye on those. Grab a little tool chest for there. Yo, what's up, Young Pizza Sauce? Welcome in. Glad you're able to catch the live stream. I appreciate all your comments on the recent videos. Okay, we are gonna go search for some limestone bricks. And thankfully the storm is not as loud as in the truck. It's like insulating the sound. Let's go. Alright, the one place that I think I know for sure has those is right here. This is where I got my box truck. There's a gun store north of you. Yeah, I've looted the gun store. But, oh, you're right, it does have those dumpsters. Good call on that. You are right on that. We'll go there first. Yeah, there's one right there. Okay, let's hopefully, let's just get 40 bricks right here and call it a day. Oh, 7 powder. We'll take that. Alpha base has good loot. Also, for some reason, camping grounds have them as well. Okay. Throw this stuff away. What is the alpha base, Denim? Let's head over to this place over here. I'm pretty sure it has a couple dumpsters. And thankfully the rain stopped. Oh, we could also pick up one of those tool chests if I haven't dismantled them all. Can I exit, please? Okay, we got 2 in here. Base Alpha is the only military outpost on the map. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. Alright, we got 19 raw limestone, some powder. That's really good. And same thing here, some powder and limestone. Should I destroy these or should I let them regenerate over time? Do I get anything good for destroying these big dumpsters? If you're after limestone, go to the cemetery and break down headstones. Oh. Does that give you a lot? Is that going to give me more than searching for all these dumpsters? Yes? Okay. Can also break pottery inside houses. There's a lot of sources for everything in this game, isn't there? Hey, what's up, brother? Oh, his hazmat suit's almost broken, poor guy. Okay, yeah, I think I've dismantled all the little tool chests. I mean, I could grab this little guy here. It holds 50 pounds. I think the little one holds more than 50 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna leave that there. And if I'm wrong, oh well, we'll find it somewhere else. Has a wreck near it as well. But the wreck, if I'm not mistaken, requires 75 lockpicking, right? To get the military crates? I think that's something I should get before I head over there. The little red one only holds 50 as well, okay. We'll grab it then. Pepe says, almost 400 subscribers in 11 days. Keep up the good work. I really enjoy your content. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys have been going crazy on the subscribers. We might break 500 before the end of the month. I got some banger videos coming out, so hopefully the view count stays up there. And hopefully YouTube keeps pushing my content. And we'll get there in no time. But I appreciate all the support. You're in here every day. And I appreciate it. So let's grab this. We gotta remove everything. I'm just gonna dismantle it. Oh, a portable welder. I actually do need a duplicate one of that. I'll take that. The rest I'll get rid of. Let's move this. See how far we can move this. Right there. Alright. Toolbox has been acquired. And now, searching for the nearest cemetery. The only cemetery I know of was where I spawned when I first loaded into the game, which is like, I don't know, I think I spawned in Saranac. Right here. This is the only cemetery I know of. Saranac, yeah. So is this the only one in the game? There might be more, but I don't think it's too bad of a drive. I just cut down through here. Or maybe, yeah, cut down through here and then go right here. Road says up. Spells it out. Oh, this right here. Up, yeah. Hey, welcome in, Kyle. Glad to see you coming into another stream. There's also a construction yard by the church in Saranac. If you find a construction warehouse, you can salvage the big cement drains for limestone. Construction warehouse, okay. So that's the same thing that Ninja's talking about. So this is kind of a 2-for-1 to come down to Saranac. We can hit the gravestones and then also the construction yard. Sound like a plan? And I think I need to take a right here. Across the street from the bait shop. Okay. You guys are making my life easier. And there's a blue Connex box that you need to parkour onto, but there are military loots in it. The military loots, do I need 75 lockpicking or no? What is your crafting and construction level? Construction is 78, crafting is 72. We went crazy on the building materials with a crafting and a construction XP book, and it just flew through the levels. Okay, I gotta turn right here. Is it this way? Nope, wrong way, wrong way. This way, right? Yes. They don't require the lockpicking. Okay. We'll take a look at that too. I'll always take some military crates or some military loot. Solid, I was gonna tell you can craft and disassemble campfires back to back in a levels quick at the cost of 1 log and a few wood scrap. It sounds like that's an insane method, but I don't think that's something I would want to do on this series. I kind of want to play it realistic, and that seems kind of like abusing the system in a way. So I'll keep that in mind if I need to, once I make another series that I don't plan to take so seriously. But either way, the crafting and construction is really fast if you just build your base out a little bit. Like I said, I already have over 75 in both almost, just from building out some walls and stuff. Okay, we're almost there. This way? I always get confused which way I'm supposed to turn. I guess I could use my compass, but... Okay, we picked the right way. Oh, and with the well, you need to boil all the water you get out of it. Ah. Usually well water is drinkable, so that's kind of unlucky. It's right up here. I like the roleplay aspect as well. Just an honorable mention. Yeah, no, sounds like a cool method. Why isn't my car driving? Hold on. Everyone liked the stream. Thanks for the shout out. We already have 12 likes. You just got one more person to like it, so mission successful. Alright, here we are. We are going to grave rob. These poor people are just trying to rest in peace, and we're over here destroying their headstones for some limestone. 12 raw limestone. Sheesh. Everything that we can ever want. There's like hundreds of these headstones. I moved ice cream maker to my base. Infinite ice cream source. Yo, that's smart. Is it like the ones from the gas station? I think I've seen like a coffee machine. I don't think I've seen an ice cream station though. Yeah. That's sweet. That's what I love about this game. Pretty much anything is interactable, and you can just take things if you need it. You see something shiny, just take it back to your base. Now you just need milk and ice and sugar and chocolate. Okay, let's continue grabbing this limestone from the headstones. I don't remember how much I said. Did I say like 160 raw limestone? Something crazy like that, but I'm getting a ton per one, so that's not gonna take any time at all. Elsinore has a business storage in one of the warehouses. Has a juice machine I got as well, and fridges and other items all in one big pile. I think I remember you mentioning that. That would be really good. Have you ever thought of streaming on Kick? Decent return and no ads compared to Twitch. I haven't really looked into it. I don't think my streaming software supports Kick right now, so if I did do that, I would have to configure a different streaming, like a multi-streaming program. It's not like I'm against Kick or anything. I know they have really good revenue splits and whatnot. But right now I just have YouTube and Twitch set up. Is it? Yeah, it's OBS. I'm using like the Stream Elements plugin. And I don't think I've seen a Twitch Kick option. I really haven't looked that much, so I could just be missing it. Ben & Jerry's Zombie Stomp Ice Cream. Is that actually a real flavor? That sounds like a real flavor. They always have like the craziest flavor names. Four or 5 stacks of limestone should be sufficient for the time being. Okay, I think we're close to that. Let's do one more run and then we'll double check. Stream on Kick using OBS. I just run Restream and multi to YouTube and Kick. Yeah, I did see that Restream thing, but I didn't really look into it that much. It's something I'll consider. Something's going on with my mouse. It keeps on flicking. Alright, let's check. I think we definitely have... Oh, yeah, we have 7 stacks. Let's just even it out at 10 stacks. I like even numbers. Best horde setup, outside base, a fridge with a keg, TV on a stand, Living Dead playing, and a shoddy. I love this game. That sounds phenomenal. Don't try to run up on me, zombie. Come on. I heard you from a mile away. Yeah, I don't know why my character's stressed out right now. I don't think I have anything to relieve that at the moment. I think driving fast actually relieves my stress based on like a perk that I have. They tried to do the 1-2 on me. Luckily this tomahawk is insane. What kind of music do you listen to? I listen to a lot of different music. I would say mostly like hip hop, R&B, rap, but I like classic rock. I even listen to metal sometimes. And in some instances I like country as well, so I like all kinds of music. I wouldn't say like the screamo metal. I don't enjoy that too much, but like metal. Drive like psycho equals happy perk. I think, yeah, something like that. Let me go check that out. Adrenaline junkie. Yeah, driving fast reduces stress. So let's see if we can get the box truck up to a high speed. And maybe that'll work. I don't know how much it actually gets rid of. Yeah, you can get sick if you're too stressed. I don't know if I read that already, but we'll figure it out. Sometimes when you destroy a thing and walk over the debris, it jukes your camera. No, you're definitely right on that, but sometimes my mouse will also just be a little finicky. I think like dust or something gets in the sensor and then it like flicks like that, so usually I have to clean that out and then it's good to go. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 3 right here, so let's just go grab a couple more. MC Sleepy. Yeah, I wish I could play music, but I feel like music in a zombie game that I'm trying to have a little bit of immersion in is kind of counterproductive. And also, YouTube itself has like a bunch of copyright issues with playing music on stream. Twitch is fine because you can just filter out that audio track, but Twitch or YouTube is really strict on that stuff. Okay, that's enough raw limestone for now. I think it'll take about 4 stacks to make the wells, and then we'll have this extra for whatever else we need it for. I went to school for recording and production. I have like 4,000 beats if you ever want something for an intro or anything. Yo, that would be awesome. It's rough trying to find copyright-free stuff that is actually good. And I actually spent like a couple months trying to figure out FL Studio to make beats myself. Went through like a music phase as well. So I didn't go to school or anything for it. It was all just like YouTube tutorials and whatnot. But that was fun. I wasn't very good, but it was fun. Driving with the blue stare on wheels onto a box truck at night with a headlamp is wild. Need multiplayer to do. Someone rides on top of the stair like a tower while another drives. That would be sick. Just drive by and snipe zombies off like a watchtower on top of your truck. Alright. Now that we have all the limestone, let's, I don't think we need to go to that construction place anymore, because I think the idea was that we're going to go there to get limestone, but I think our limestone needs are met. So let's head back home and start building out these wells. I don't want to get too sidetracked. I feel like I get sidetracked really easily, so let's focus on the goal at hand here. The bait and archery store. We'll save that for another time. The good thing about this is that the map isn't too big. So even though our house is all the way at the top of the map, it literally only takes a couple minutes to get down here. So we can save that for another time. When we go on like a full loot run, we could just hit like all these places in a row. But for now, I'm going to drive home and start the production on the wells. I got you. That's what I've been using for like 14 years. I have a ton to pick from, so I got you. Yeah, we'll have to get in touch, young pizza sauce. We will get in touch. I'm also looking for like a chill background, very low volume music that just plays on every one of my videos. Just so that it's not game audio and me talking. Sometimes there's instances where like I'm not talking and that chill background music is just like a filler. So if you have like looped beats, something chill, we can discuss for that as well. Are you getting the well so you can farm? Yeah, we're gonna place down a couple wells. It's a little bit for farming and also to prepare for the water cutoff. And then I also want to get a few more rain collectors going. I don't want to have to worry about water once it gets shut off. We're still a ways away from the shut off. I think we're like 15 to 20 days before that. But I just want to get ahead of the curve. I don't want to be left without that stuff. For sure, I can loop anything you like. Sweet. And yeah, Pepe, like, lo-fi beats is perfect for that background chill music. But I think that stuff is copyrighted. Map is only about 4 or 5 kilometers. Devs plan on making the map much bigger with multiple connected zones. Yeah, that would be cool. I think they need some sort of, like, huge city. I don't know performance-wise if that's something they can achieve right now, but being able to like loot a huge city would be awesome. They'd have to lock it behind something because obviously the city's gonna have all the best stuff. So I'm sure they'll figure that out. Oh, the hazmat suit. Also, I'm not driving fast because I keep reading chat. I don't want to hit something, so I'm not really de-stressing right now. But yes, I will take off the hazmat suit. Stress. I don't see anything about stress, but it could be like a hidden thing. And I missed my turn. Caught up on all the videos somehow. The first like 3 videos were on 2 times speed. I don't blame you on that. Yeah, I think I mentioned the first few videos I literally had no idea what I was doing, so they're kind of a rough watch. I definitely got better by the 4th, 5th video. So I'm glad you caught up though. I hope you enjoyed it. I listen to Lo-Fi Girl Halloween music all the time. The last time I listened to like Lo-Fi beats is like when I was in college. It was like the best thing to study to. Okay, we gotta take a left up here. Our stress is continuing to go up, so we gotta figure that out once we get home. Imagine a whole New York City. That'd be wild. Have roaming hordes. That's what I mean. Like, they could do... I don't think it would be to that scale, of course. Because, again, performance. But they can definitely do, like, a mini city. Which is, like, tall skyscrapers. And what I would really want... Because a lot of these games will have, like, a huge city. But the buildings are just placeholders. Like, you can't go in them or do anything with them. So I would rather have it be like a smaller city, and you could actually go into all of the buildings. Also, hang on. Give me 1 second. There's not going to be any game sound for a second. Is my mic super loud? It keeps on going into the red. I might just be talking too loud, honestly. And I want to go right there. Your mic is at a good level. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just want to make sure. High-rise base jumping with parachutes. I can see that. I can see that in the future for sure. They can do a lot with this game. Okay. We're good. I didn't mean for it to be on 2 times speed. I remember you saying it was a little funky, so I thought that's what you meant. Then I checked my setting and it said it was on 2 times speed. No, I mean, that's the way to watch them. I don't blame you at all for that. Sometimes 2 times speed is necessary for some videos. Okay. Raw limestone. We need to convert this to, let me try to remember, limestone powder. And then we use that to make the concrete paste. Yep. Is there a way to craft all? Or do I have to literally click this 33 times? Does anybody know? I will click it until we figure that out. I guess it's not that bad. And you're right, I always leave the lights on. Get a macro. True. And then you're talking about the stress. I do gotta deal with the stress levels once I get this cooking. You've always seen people click it 30 times. Yeah, I don't think there's an in-game option for that right now. It's not a big deal. Found your channel last night, binged watched this game. I just started playing it and I suck, but I haven't played a video game since the 80s. This is a perfect game to get back into. It's a little on the rough side to get into if you don't know what you're doing, but since you said you watched my videos, hopefully you learned something from that. And it should be good. Enjoy it. It's really fun. I hope you enjoy it. Also, what did I miss? People have been talking to the devs about having a multi-option for making stuff. It makes sense. I feel like it was just something that they didn't really care for at the time. Because, quite honestly, clicking it 30 times is pretty fast. At least there's no delay. If there's like a delay or something, that would be awful, but you can spam click it. You can burn blunts in the game that relieve stress. I think there was some cannabis that I found when I first got to this place. I don't know where I put it though. It doesn't look like I have any of those, so let's how fast does it go down when you watch TV? Magazine. Oh, what did that do? That just took it away fully? Nope, 49%. Okay. No, not that. Wait. Just pop some antidepressants. Reduces symptoms of depression and anxiety. I'm not sure if that's the same thing as stress. Oh, actually it is. Look, you can use antidepressants. Let's pop one of those. Didn't look like it did anything for us, but we are antidepressed. We could smoke a cigarette. That didn't help much either. And then we could drink some whiskey, but we're not gonna do that. That's like the 3 things you don't want to mix. Your character needs a bath. Yeah, my character is not doing well right now. Let's see how much this takes it down. It's very slow. Not worth it. Can I get off the couch, please? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. What time is it? Oh, it's the morning time. I accidentally stayed up all night. I was gonna sleep. Let's sleep for a couple hours. And let's see what that took care of. Yeah, that took care of the stress. So now we will take a bath. Hey, Captain Redbeard. Thanks for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good night. Wait, I don't want to feel that. Okay. No more stress. No more dirty. We gotta make some food. Which I don't actually have any meat in here, so we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to actually cook something. I haven't had to do that before. What's the easiest thing to cook that I might have? I guess I can scroll through my fridge real quick. I can eat these. Well, I don't want to eat tomatoes. A bag of fries. Let's see. Is that on the stove? Cooked frozen fries, yep. Throw that in there. Okay. It takes 8 minutes? Alright, we'll have to remember that. Hey, do you know if you smoke a joint, does your hunger go up from the munchies? I don't know. Would be interesting to see. I just move slow because I struggle with driving. I found a truck the first time, 10 minutes in my first day, and I wrecked it 3 times later. So I bought a controller now. I can't drive at all. Driving is a little rough with the some vehicles, because if you go way too fast, your car will just spin out. But there's a couple things that you can do to avoid that. Somebody recently told me that you have to check the tire pressure. And then also, just like this truck in general and any car, I'm noticing is just very bad handling. So if you get yourself like a box truck or this little vehicle here, they have much better handling. What's really funny is that movie, it's the full movie. Yeah, that's what I heard. And Pepe had an idea that once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna boot up a live stream and just watch that entire movie on the couch. Cooking is around 70. It's super easy. Leveling up, just boil a bunch of water. Oh yeah. We'll definitely do that once we get these wells up. Okay, we have all this limestone powder. We need to make concrete paste now. But we need water in here. Huh. I didn't realize that, actually. So it's like 17 fluid ounces per one. We're gonna need a lot of water, aren't we? I don't think I really have any tubs. I have this jerry can, but that's only... Oh, that's 700. It's full of gas. This one is a little less. We'll grab that. Fluid barrels. Fluid barrels. So what would you do with the fluid barrels to set it up on your workbench? Or are you talking about boiling the water? Get a jerry can or a beer keg. You can use a vehicle gas tank and fill that with water. Oh yeah, the vehicle gas tank would probably hold the most, right? I think I might have an extra. Oh, I also have this little guy. Let me pull this out. Okay, let's place this on top of the workbench so we can hold the repair items. It's a good idea, thank you. And then I have a bunch of car parts in here. Let's see if I have... No, I don't have a gas tank. You know where I do have a gas tank though? Is in that panel van. I was thinking I was gonna replace it, but honestly at this point there's no point. Let's go take a look at that and see if that's still in there. Let's rip it out of the brown vehicle. I think we have one in here. Yep, car gas tank. Capacity is 2,000, so it's like 3 jerry cans. We will take that. There's a water tower somewhere that has over 1 million. A water tower? Then I would have to transfer it somehow, though. I think for now, the gas tank thing will work. Can I just fill the gas tank from the lake? Here goes the jets. Let's just fill up all our vehicles. Oh, just this one utility vehicle took all that gas, so... Oh, also the sink in the house. Yeah, I forgot that I do have water set up still. What are the fries at? The fries are at 66%, okay? Fill container right here. What happened to it? Why didn't it work? Do I have to fill the sink up first? It's not doing anything. Probably too much weight. True. Yeah, I'm at 250 already. Let me get rid of this jerry can. I don't need it anymore. And then, what else do I have? I have a bunch of tools on me. I have 2 jerry cans, apparently. Some limestone powder. Oh, I have this right here. That's the main problem. Okay, let's see. Yep. Perfect. Now we will put this in the workbench. I'm assuming that's how it works. Oh, we have to get some space in here as well. Let's take out these things. Wow, we need to make a lot of space. We're gonna have to take out some of this powder. Also, your fries should be done here in a minute. Okay, I'll go double check that. I'm just gonna temporarily store this stuff in here. And then I'll put these over here. Just use a different bench. The problem is this one is full of stuff as well. So I'll put this stuff in here. Let me double check the fries before it burns. 95%. Alright, let's just wait the remaining 4%. We are big chillin'. 48 viewers in the YouTube stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't already, take a second and like the stream to help some visibility on there and push it to the algorithm. I'd really appreciate it. He only has the pan right now, not the oven dish. Do I? I have an oven dish. The fries should be faster than this. I think it took like 8 minutes. And I always forget. I wish when you took it out of the oven that it put it right in your inventory, because I always leave it in here. What does it give? Oh, 15%. Okay. Not too bad. And then could be because the other pots and pans are in there also. Yeah, maybe. Oh, Young Pizza Sauce, thanks for the follow over on Twitch. Really appreciate that. You supporting from both platforms. Thank you. What are we at? 230. We need to make 150 pounds, so we're gonna have to remove some more of this stuff and then just like move it in one at a time. So we'll do this. I think this is gonna be full soon too. 181. The iron scrap we'll take out. What are we at now? There we go. That should be enough. There we go. And now we just go crazy on the concrete paste. Young Pizza Sauce with the Prime. Thank you for your Prime, bro. That's very nice of you for using your monthly Prime on me when there's so many other creators out there. That's awesome. Thank you. I feel honored. I'll put this stuff back in here. Why did I drop that there? That's weird. Also, you have burnt meat in the inventory of the stove. That'll dehydrate you, but it will fill you up. I didn't think I could eat that. But if it only dehydrates you, that's worth it. Oh, it's 45%. Yeah, meat's insane. So we'll do that and then just fill back up here. Why do I keep pressing that? Drink. Oh, it auto drops if it goes over the weight. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we got a lot cooking in there. Good day, Sleepy. Just found your channel. Another 3 gigabytes in my vein. Full version is downloaded on Steam. Love this game. You are in for a ride. 500 hours on the demo. Oh, okay. You are already ready for that. If you've played the demo for 500 hours, the full game is just going to be just as awesome. You'll probably put another 500 hours into the full game. Yeah, you're right. I can move this over to here to make some more room. Good call on that. So we'll put the concrete paste. We'll just queue up a bunch of limestone bricks. Let's turn this on. This can only hold 14? Oh, because that was the one stack of it, right? Hold on. Let me put the 50 in there. That makes more sense. Technically speaking, given that we're only at V.22, we're still in the demo. Nowadays, that's just called early access. Every game releases in early access. It's kind of unfortunate, but I think with this game, there's a lot of content to where the early access still feels like a full game. So I'm not mad about that. But some games actually are early access, and other games are full games that for some reason want to say they're in early access. And then when they go into like 1.0 or whatever, it's literally the same game. I don't understand why they do that. I know on console, a lot of the games, like I think Fortnite was a big one, is you have to be in early access to be able to upload or update like weekly or something. So I know that was part of the reasoning there. I hope they have the firefighter gloves on. Yeah, I do. Unless I took them off. Nope, we're good. Demo only has limited map and level 50 max. I played the demo a while ago. I don't even remember what part of the map was accessible. Was it just like Redford? Okay, we got our first 25 limestone bricks. Let's grab some more. Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of limestone bricks for this. Oh, this cooks much faster than I thought. Saying early access just means that they can completely change the game at the drop of a hat without giving any reason as to why. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see why a lot of people release their game in early access. I'm gonna join Floppy Sword server and build there. I don't know who that is, but I hope you enjoy. I want to check out multiplayer servers at some point, but I think I'm going to wait until they fix the netcode a little bit more. Because I know that it's pretty laggy at the moment, and there's some desync issues and whatnot, so that's not something I really want to deal with. I want it to be pretty smooth. They have a lot of work to do on the multiplayer side of things. Demi Johnson says, I love watching you play this, but I'm too scared to get the game myself. It can be a little scary sometimes. It's not like actual horror scary, but like there's some jump scares that happen when the zombies run up on you. But I mean, I'm all for it. If you want to just watch me play, I'm not going to complain with that. But I think if you enjoy the game and you like what you see, eventually you should probably give it a shot. I think you'll have a lot of fun on it. And we have 57 limestone bricks. We might as well... No, let's just build the 2 for now. But we know that we can always come back and build another well because we have an abundance of that limestone. Text J over on Twitch, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. BRB coffee is summoning me away for a moment. My cup has become empty. I wish I had a coffee right now, but I do have a Red Bull. Not a fan of PvP either. What's the server? This is just a solo. No server here. It's part of my series over on YouTube. So I'm just playing solo, permadeath, figuring out the game, making mistakes as I go along, fixing them, and having fun. Been watching your YouTube stuff, enjoying the playthrough. That's good to hear. Thank you, Tex. We got some pretty good videos coming on the way. We're gonna... I think the next video tomorrow is gonna be the prison loot run, which I know has been done quite a bit on YouTube already, but like a lot of my videos, they've already been done because that's what everyone does, right? They do all the major content. But I'm just going at my own pace, and I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Hopefully you'll enjoy the one tomorrow. I've often wondered what you look like. What famous person do you resemble? I couldn't even tell you. I don't think I resemble any famous person. And the reason why I don't actually do a face cam, so I'm not nervous to be like on a face cam. I used to stream Rocket League a few years ago, and back then I would use my face cam, and that was just when I was just on Twitch. And the reason why I choose not to do face cam now is because it's just like an added thing that I have to worry about. I have to make sure that like I'm presentable. I have to make sure I'm not doing like weird motions while I'm playing and like making weird facial expressions. So in case you were wondering why I don't use a face cam, that's why. I don't want to have to deal with that added factor. And I'm enjoying it because I just boot up, not have to worry about anything, and just talk to you guys. Alright, so now we're going to build these wells. I think we can build 2 right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to build these right... maybe... I think I want to put one right here. I can move this after, right? I'm pretty sure. One right here. This one will be like my generic well. And then maybe I'll put one near the farm. I mean, this is near the farm, but like maybe over here near the greenhouse, actually. I wish these red barriers would go away. They're kind of killing my vibe right now. Can't see anything. Let's put one right between these 2 plots. Line that up right there. You don't have to be first, just have to be entertaining, so you're doing okay. Exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna follow at my own pace. And if people have already seen the content and they choose not to watch my content, I'm gonna have to just accept that fact. So, I'm not worried about it. Not overly fond of PvP myself, but I've seen a lot of friendly people on this server. Prefer PvE. Floppy and Kelvin don't face cam and they're very popular. Some people don't care. Yeah, a lot of people don't care, especially for like these kinds of survival games. I think if you're playing like the major titles, face cam is more important, but it's currently 7 a.m. and I haven't slept yet. Keeping this live on whilst I go to sleep. Good night. Have a good night. Hope you sleep well. Appreciate you keeping the stream on. Make sure it's muted so I don't wake you up. Join your Discord to link up. I have your lo-fi loop made 10 minutes long. If you need it longer, let me know. Also send a friend request. Okay. Appreciate that, Young Pizza Sauce. And yeah, that's a good time to shout out that I've created a Discord server. It's in my bio in YouTube, but I can go ahead and link that for you guys as well if you guys are interested in joining. I just created it today, so I think only Young Pizza Sauce is in there right now. I haven't checked. But if you're interested, I'm going to link that once I copy it over. I'll put that in both the YouTube and over on Twitch. So yeah, if you guys want to be a part of the community, trying to build here, feel free to join that. I can't sleep in silence. Gotta have you at full volume. Oh no. I'm gonna get rushed by a horde and just start screaming and you're gonna wake up. Nah, I shouldn't scream. You'll meet them soon enough. YouTube is small and they will send raids your way. Hey, that would be cool. Do they do, wait, hold on. Can you even raid on YouTube streaming? I don't think I've seen that done. But on Twitch would be awesome. I think you're right though. It's like a pretty small circle for these survival games. Usually it's all the same people. So I'm excited to get into that community and start maybe doing some collabs with people. Okay, we have our well here. It's already gained 6 fluid ounces. This is filling at an astronomical rate. We're going to be able to fill this up in no time. We just have to sleep for a few days, you know? Just sleep it. We'll just sleep 10 days to when the power cuts off, and then our well will be full. And then we'll be ready. Oh, what's up, Bunny22? Just noticed you joined the stream. Welcome in. I prefer no face cam. It blocks the screen. And that was another aspect of it, is that I kind of want it to be a little bit more immersed. And that's kind of hard to achieve when there's a big face cam blocking off a quarter of your screen. Yo, what's up, Angel? Be sick in the Twitch chat. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Haven't talked to you in a while. You can fill it with lake water if you fill buckets. I could probably fill up this gas tank too and transfer it over, but I think that kind of defeats the purpose of it. I'm just gonna let it fill up on its own. I'm not dying for water right now. This is more so to prep for the water cutoff. So I think by the time that happens, these will be full. And I'm probably gonna end up making another well. I think 3 is a good number for now. How's your well going so fast? 3 days passed and you only got 0.9? While we were talking, I just got another 4. I think your well is broken, brother. You gotta move that thing. Yeah, they're filling up pretty fast. Maybe have a different setting. I'm playing with the default settings, so I don't know if there's a setting for that. Okay, we got the wells out of the way. We built one there, and we built one there. So hopefully those will fill up over time, and then we won't have to worry about water for a while. The next thing that I want to do is create a drying rack. I haven't created a drying rack yet. I had one at my old base, and then when I transferred everything over here, it got destroyed. So we need some reinforced wooden rods. We have a bunch of screws. And then we should be able to make that. Oh my gosh, I'm awful with finding things in this building interface. Stations, there we go. are you going to run sprinklers to your garden? I do plan on running that. I think somebody was it you, Pepe, that told me about the sprinklers? I know somebody left a really detailed comment about how to run power throughout the house. So I'm going to take their advice and run power with my solar panels and basically mimic the setup that they told me to do. But I don't know how to run the sprinklers yet, but that's something we can figure out. I'm going to put this over here. Welcome back, Ninja. Nope, there's no room over here. What kind of coffee do you drink? Black coffee, or do you like it sugary? Sugar milk, basically. There's really no good spot for this. Maybe we'll just throw it right here. And then somebody said that, I believe I just put the hard pelts on here, and then after a day or so it'll turn into the hard leather strips. Is that right? Or raw hard leather. Needs to be dried. Okay. And then I'll also grab this. So we'll put this on. And hopefully that'll turn into the... Hopefully that'll turn into the hard leather, and then we can go ahead and repair our combat packs. That's the main reason why I wanted to create the drying rack again. Prefer more bitter than sweet, just enough vanilla creamer to cut the edge off the bitter. There you go. And then Pepe likes black coffee. I tried to get into like just drinking black coffee because of all the extra sugar and calories that, like, I really love Dunkin' coffee. I go to Dunkin' quite often, and I tried to just drink black coffee, but I never could get into it. Sub, by the way, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't think I have alerts for the YouTube, so I didn't see that, but I appreciate it. You don't feel like making a pot of coffee, so I'm making enough hot water to make a cup of mushroom coffee rise. My fiance had that at one point, but she didn't like it. The mushroom coffee. That was years ago, though. Okay. Now that we have the drying rack, the next thing that I actually want to do on the list, I have like a little list that I'm trying to follow here, is I want to straighten this out because I don't like how this looks. I want it to be a corner like this, so then I can fit more benches in there. So let's move this out of the way. And if I move this, is it going to take the toolbox as well? Let's see. Nope. We just got a floating toolbox. It has a nice earthy taste to it, almost like a hint of hazelnut. Yeah, I don't think I ended up trying it. She tried it, she didn't like it, and then I think we just ended up getting rid of it. Or it sat in our cupboard until we moved, and then it got lost in the move, because I don't know where it is anymore. Why did it do that? I pressed the wrong button. Okay, we'll put that temporarily. And unfortunately you can't move these, so you have to destroy them. And it looks like you have to destroy them in a row, or in order, I mean, because they're snapped to each other. So got some of our supplies back. And let's pin that recipe so we can figure it out. I think we're gonna need 2 4 walls maybe. pin. Right now we can make like 2. Dutch Bros across from my apartment complex is constantly busy. I haven't had Dutch Bros. They recently put a 7 brew near me, and we tried 7 brew for a while, and it's really good, but the prices on 7 brew are insane. And then also we have a Tim Hortons near us. Tim Hortons is pretty good and decently priced, but Dunkin' is usually my go-to for coffee. Would you consider playing in PvE mode on a public server? So, I had this idea last stream that once we hit like a certain sub goal, I don't know what it is yet, but I want to create basically a public server for all my subscribers, and it would be open to anybody. It's not going to be locked behind like Twitch subscribers or anything. I don't know the limit on player count, but I want to open up a server that we can all just mess around on and have fun on, build huge bases and just do anything really. So that is something I've considered. It definitely wouldn't be PvP. I'm not too much into the PvP scene. Okay, so put one there, and then it looks like this might overlap a little bit. The last time I snapped it, it fit perfectly into that shed, but now that we're straightening it out, it might not do that, so we'll have to live with that. It might actually be a bit better. It creates like a little pocket. Let's see. Yeah. And we can create everything. We can create all 4 already. So let's see. Oh, I left a little gap. Okay, at least we can't get through it. It is kind of ugly. But I don't know if there's anything we could do about that. Yeah. That's alright. It doesn't have to be perfect. Usually on base building games, I want it to be like symmetrical and no clipping and just perfect, but I'm not going to deal with that. 4 hours to download 21.6 gigabytes off of Steam. 21.6 gigabytes. Is that what Vane is? I feel like Vane is much smaller than that, but I don't remember. Dunkin' is diabolical. Dunkin' is a 50-50 shot, but the one near me is usually pretty good. Sometimes you can get like sewer water coffee. As long as it's no climbing zombies, I will join. Nobody plays on the server I am currently on. Do you have a lot of issues with the climbing zombies? I haven't had any issues with climbing zombies yet. But we got this straightened out, so it looks a little bit better besides that gap. And then we can move this stuff back over there. We could just set this right here, just cover the... Oh, it's not going to let us because of the clipping, isn't it? See how far we can get over. Right there. That sucks. Nah, no issues with the climbing zombies. You just don't like them. Yeah, I'd have to figure out what like the best settings are for a public server. So I know there's going to be a lot of opinions on that. So maybe when I do create it, I'll create like a poll, and we can figure out what kind of settings we want to enable, disable, and whatnot. 4x loot scarcity and 0.80% runners. So you want less runners? Or you mean 80% runners? See, personally, I was thinking we go on insanity mode, permadeath, you know, sprinting zombies, the whole 9 yards. It's just gonna be an insane server. If you die, you're off. You're done. You weren't meant to be on the server. Nah, I'm just kidding on that. It'd be pretty relaxed. Alright. Let's see. It's not going to be any game audio for a second. I'm just organizing my list here. Okay. On permadeath, can you make a new character or no? I don't know. I think if it's like I believe on Project Zomboid, if your character died, you just create a new character on the same save, which maybe this is similar to that. And that would be nice because then you could just come back to your base. But I think if I die on this permadeath series, I would create a new save. Because I would probably start a new series. My doors are open at the bridge, yes. I just want to invite some neighbors. It's so lonely out here being on this island. I just want somebody to come visit me. So I'm keeping my doors open, you know? Come on in, guys. Your quickest death is just over 6 minutes. That's rough. Was that on like the highest difficulty? Or did you just get unlucky? Is there a reason you aren't wearing a shirt? You know, maybe I just want to flex. No, I got a white shirt on. No, but you're right. I think my body was destroyed during the horde like 10 days ago, and I just never replaced it. Let's see if I have anything to replace it with. Not a jacket. Do I have a shirt or something? I don't even think I have anything to replace it with. Because the jacket would take my jacket slot, which I have nothing in right now. And all it does is make you run slower, so that's not worth it. Bare chesting it, respect. Yeah, I'm just trying to flex my abs on the zombies. And we have a perk point in something. Crafting. We just hit level 75 crafting. Let's see. So it's between these three. When crafting an item, you have a rare chance that you won't use your ingredients. That sounds like the best one for me. The reduce by 5 is pretty minimal for schematics. I don't think that's really worth it. And then use a cutting tool with the tier below. Oh, this is what I was talking about the other day. I had asked about this. Basically, I wanted to know if you have a hydraulic cutter, does it count for basic cutting? And that's what this sounds like it's doing. But I don't know if it actually works from like the 3rd tier. Like would a industrial cutter or hydraulic cutter or whatever count for a basic, or would it only count for a heavy cutting? That's a tough one. It's between these two. I think we have enough tools, so let's go ahead and get this one, because if we don't use our ingredients, that'll just save everything. Hydraulic counts for all. Oh, thank you, Rick. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't read the chat before you said that, but I'm not mad with my choice. I think we're good on tools. And welcome into the stream. Dan G, 96 gigabytes in 45 minutes with Starlink in the backcountry of Colorado. With Starlink is crazy because it's like satellite internet. And I remember I had satellite internet at one point. I think it was like HughesNet. And that was awful speeds. So they've come a long way with that. How far away are you from 75 lockpicking? Probably about three more years in game. I'm level 27 still. And our guy is stressed again. What is going on with our dude? I guess we can sleep it off though. It's 2 a.m. Let's get some sleep. 6-hour nap. Unlucky is my middle name. I spawned into a solo play, started looting a building, didn't even score a weapon, and got hit with the horde. That is rough. If that happened to me, I probably would have raged. Pretty sure you get stressed from standing around. Well, that would explain it, because I keep standing here and just talking to you guys. And I have my list here, but I keep getting distracted. Which I don't mind. I love talking. So, being idle too long. Yeah, read a book and take a nap. Yeah, I think the sleeping just helped it. So, we just gotta wash ourselves real quick. And I have to sneeze, hold it. Sorry about that. Wash. Hope they slowed that crap down. It drove me nuts in the demo. Stress all the time, leading to other crap. It honestly hasn't been an issue. I haven't had to deal with stress that much until just now. So I think it is because I keep standing around. I need to be able to multitask and talk to you guys while I complete my list of items that I want to get done. So with that being said, excuse me, I want to get another rain collector just to fill out this little corner here. Where is that? Right here. Oh, there's an insulated one. That might be the move. I don't actually know if I'm going to stay here for the winter though. I've heard that this isn't very good to... This base here isn't very good in the winter. So, I don't know if I should bother with the insulated one or just go with another basic one. Let's see what we actually need, because if it's not too hard, we can just go ahead and make that. But if I have to figure out how to get some new item, scrap metal sheet. So that's like the fabrication workbench, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, that's what it was, pizza sauce, is because the lake freezes over. So then basically the whole entire idea of having to guard one entry point, it becomes useless. Has anyone tried slamming bottles of whiskey? Do you black out? I haven't had any alcohol in this game yet. Or actually, I think I drank one and then my vision got blurry, but I haven't gone past one. Hydraulic counts for anything, Micah says. Welcome in. So, does it count for anything without that perk that I was looking at? So, basically right now, I don't have that perk. If I take my hydraulic, I don't need the basic or the heavy. And scrap metal sheet. Correct. Okay. Well, sweet. I can save some weight then and get rid of some of my basic tools, because I have a hydraulic driver and a hydraulic cutting. I think the only thing I would have to keep is heavy pliers. I can get rid of this. Let's actually do that right now. And I gotta take this out before I forget about it. Top tier. It takes the top tier. Okay, that's what I figured, but I never tried it. So let's get rid of the cross-cut saw. I think I had a sledgehammer somewhere. Do I not have a... Oh, I guess a mini sledge works. Do I have a... I have a mini sledge. Okay, so we don't need this. We have the hydraulic driver, so we don't need the powered driver. It works for this tier too, like the powered. I'm assuming it goes like basic, heavy, powered, hydraulic. The tomahawk works as a heavy cutter as well. That's true. Which, in this case, I don't really need though, because I have the hydraulic ones. But that is good to know. So I'm gonna... What else do I need to put in here? I think that's it. I thought I had more tools on me. Because I need a screwdriver. There's no screwdriver better. Pliers. I can get rid of the basic pliers. Use yours to get your Paul Bunyan on. Dude, I love the tomahawk. It is so fun to use. Okay. We need to make a scrap metal sheet, iron ingot, and reinforced metal brackets. I think we have some of that. I don't know where I put it, so let's go take a look. Yo, TextJ, thanks for using your Prime on me. I really appreciate that. Same thing I said to Young Pizza Sauce. There's so many creators out there, and for you to use your Prime on me, it's very nice of you. Reinforced, right? That's what I was looking for. Yep. Reinforced metal brackets, we have 8. A word of caution when playing Permadeath, don't carry what you expect to lose. Well, I don't think, I mean, so you're saying like, basically if I die, if it's the same as Project Zomboid, and I don't think we confirmed this, you can create a new character, but I don't plan on creating a new character on the save. If I die, I'm gonna never log into this save again. So it doesn't really matter, I guess, at that point, what I bring, what I carry on me. Iron ingot is what I was missing. Is that in my other bench? No, I only have plastic in there. Where did I store that? Right here. Of course, I can't put them all in there. Let's just split it. And then we are making... What did I say? We need 4? We're not going to have enough metal brackets. Let me double check on that. We need 4 scrap metal sheets. Yep. So let's just make what we can for now. And then we're missing 4 more. Right? Yeah, so we can make those too, probably. We just need regular metal brackets, which we just have to get some scrap out for. And I have the scrap on me. So in order to prep for winter, start saving all of the cans of food and liquor you come across. You can use the booze to disinfect a wound and sterilize a bandage. At some point, you also might be able to tactically acquire another fridge and maybe a freezer. I guess that makes sense, because you'd have to stock up everything. But I feel like, is it awful to go out during the winter? Because I could just, like, loot a kitchen and stuff like that, so. Because I don't really want to just be stuck inside the house all winter. Winter's gonna last a long time. Definitely want to wear a jacket in the winter. I think I do have some sort of... I have snow pants, and then I have, I think only a rain jacket right now, so maybe I'll have to find a different jacket. So I think I said I needed 4 more of these reinforced. You just need heaps of clothes to keep warm for being outside during winter. Definitely going to be hunting a lot in the winter. I do actually need to hunt because the meat seems to be the easiest thing to cook. That gives you 45% hunger. It's pretty insane. So I do want to go hunt and just rack up a ton of meat, so I don't have to worry about figuring out different recipes or cooking random stuff. Let's see. What am I missing still? Scrap metal sheet. I thought I grabbed those. Oh, I didn't make them yet. Never mind. So I gotta put these in here. Alright, the last 2 of those sheets are cooking. And I should just put this damn thing to the HUD. Plastic ingots. I think I need to make 1 more of those, actually. I think I only have 8. Yep. So in order to make that, if I remember correctly, you have to make it in the forge. Plastic scrap. I think we have a ton of that. We do. You should pre-plan and make a second base and set it up for the winter so you don't have to suffer a catastrophic loss on a move again. You are correct. I do, yeah. I need to find a good base location for the second one. I think somebody mentioned like the bar and grill, but I feel like everybody probably has a base there. But then again, I feel like everybody has a base here. So we're going to keep an eye out for a second base location. Because I do want, like, so I have this base right here. I do probably want a base on the other side of the map. And eventually it would be cool to have a base in each corner. So, that's the goal. Let's make some plastic ingots. And we need an industrial stapler. We gotta get our hazmat suit back on. Just realized it's raining. Nail gun. Yeah, we definitely have a nail gun somewhere. I think it's probably in the workbench. Yep. They need to add a crossbow in this game. That would be cool. I think I came across a motorcycle at the quarantine center. Imagine if you could have a motorcycle and a crossbow and just be Daryl Dixon. That'd be fun. You have the location already tagged for a good location that is next to a mine and the farm. Yeah, I think you told me last time. It's right here, right? I do still need to go check that out. It sounds like that might be the potential spot for us. There's a construction company, 2 warehouses on the southwest corner of the map that most ignore. Yeah, I have not been down here yet. I've literally never driven down here yet. So, yeah, I've been putting it off. I have all these tagged areas right here. None down here in Redford. Or Redford. What's your favorite kind of chips? At one point, I was on the Chester's hot fries kick. And then now I like the regular like kettle cooked potato chips. That's all I buy nowadays when it comes to chips. How about you, Kyle? What are your recommendations? There's a construction company too where... Yeah. I've read that already. Sorry about that. That's where I live in the demo. There's a construction site in Rays or something. 2 big sheds. Can't miss it. Yeah, once I go down there, I'm sure I'll see it. Spicy kicks my butt. I love spicy food. Love spicy food. Have you tried the Chester's Hot Puffs? Yeah, when I used to eat those chips, because I liked all the kind of Chesters and the Flamin' Hot Cheetos and the Flamin' Hot Puffs. I loved all those things. But now that I'm getting a little bit older, those things don't quite agree with me, so I'm kind of trying to lean off of them. Squirrel Lords Gaming, welcome in. How you doing? Mrs. Vicky's spicy pickle chips. Yes, I love pickle chips as well. Pickle flavored chips. And I think I've actually had that before, the spicy ones. And they're really good. Alright. We have the plastic ingots. I thought did I not pick those up? I had... only have 2. Did I not have 4 metal sheets? Where did I leave it? Bunny22, have a good night. Hope you sleep well. Oh, I didn't take it out. Okay. And the final thing is a reinforced wooden plank. Homemade tortilla chips. That sounds good. Call me boring, but when I did eat chips, I preferred standard corn chips. Sorry about that. I had a cough. Standard, yeah. Like anything with salsa or queso is good. What are you building / doing at the moment? Well, I'm trying to build the insulated rain collector. And I keep getting distracted. All I need is a reinforced wooden plank, which I can make real quick. And we should be able to build one. Grab that out. And it looks like we have everything. So let's go build this over here with our other one. One of them's insulated, one of them's not. Is that worth doing here? Maybe hold off for the other base. There is some... They fill up stupidly slow. I actually haven't checked my other one yet. You can manually fill them up. Yeah, I don't know. I guess... I think if I build it here, I can just build it here for now. And then when we do end up moving, I'll just be really careful and not hit a lamppost, so I don't lose it when I move it. But I want to build it now just so we have it. And it looks like it's a little bigger than the other one. Let's place it right there. Perfect. This will do for now. Let's see how much is in this other one. No, not empty. Why is empty the first option here? That sounds like not a smart design decision. Oh yeah, this has been here for days now. It's only at 232. I think the well is much faster. Yeah, we're at 90 on the well already, and we just placed that today, so... The well is the way to go, but I'm assuming the well doesn't... It doesn't accumulate water during the winter, right? Have you tried Big B Coffee before? I have not. I haven't even heard of that place before. So there's probably not any where I live. Okay, so we got the rain collector out of the way. Another thing knocked off of our list. The next thing that I want to do, let's see. It would have to be something decently quick. Oh, sorry. I was on a notepad and it cuts off the audio. Unless there actually is like streaming issues. If there are, let me know. Otherwise, hopefully everything's good. But I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do next, because this little checklist here. Another thing with the tier 2 reinforced wood walls indoors, the zombies will not be able to damage them at all. Yeah, because it's like what, heavy melee attacks and then explosions and something else. But they should be able to climb over it, right? So I still kind of have to worry about them. I think if you drive under 30 miles per hour, your items won't dislodge from your vehicle. Maybe someone in the chat can confirm or deny. I think the issue wasn't really my speed. The issue was that I hit a lamppost. My items are like stacked up super tall. And I think the drying rack actually hit the lamppost and it just destroyed everything on my truck. I just got to be more careful next time. I didn't think that was possible. That was the first time it happened to me. Yes, unless you make the walls too high. I feel like that'd be too easy. If I make them too high, then the zombies literally won't be able to get to me. And then I can just AFK during the horde. So I don't think I want to do that. And I just realized how much shorter this ledge is over here. That's awful. But yeah, what I want to do really, if my guy would stop climbing. Why is he climbing over that? That's so weird. That climbing mechanic is so buggy. But ideally, when the horde comes, I just want to sit right here and fend them off. And then if I get too crazy, I'll jump in there with the tomahawk. I don't want it to be too safe. I want it to be a little exciting. As we have seen though, if you AFK while there's a horde, your character could die from stress. Honestly, true. As if the horde isn't stressful enough just to hear 50 zombies banging on your fence. But yet, you probably get more stress from just standing here. Alright, that was pretty much everything that I wanted to get done in terms of some base preparations. Obviously, I still have to set up the power, but I think that's going to take a little bit of planning. And I have to figure out how to get the battery banks. So I think that'll be done a different day. And it is almost 3 a.m. here soon. So that's usually my cutoff for stream. So if you guys have any suggestions on what we can do for the next 15 minutes, I'm all for it. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna start... I don't know. I don't know what I'll do, actually. We could start to look into the solar panel setup if we don't have any other ideas. But if there's something that can quickly be done, and obviously can go over 15 minutes, but not too much. I want to get to bed at a reasonable hour. Might want to check on your plants. Look, they're 90% watered. What do I have to check on them for, bruh? Oh, these are ready to be harvested. I didn't realize that. And that's something I didn't realize. They're all ready to be harvested. So I guess it is good that I checked. I didn't realize that the carrots would just be peeking out of the ground. But it makes sense. I thought they were still growing for some reason, even though they've been in here for days. I just forget about my farm sometimes. Luckily, it just rained the other day, so that's why they're watered. And then I do have that perk where they still grow while they're dead. So I kind of just throw seeds in there and forget about it. 3 a.m. is reasonable, Brody. Yeah. My schedule's a little weird right now because I start streaming at midnight. Because I like to stay up late. I usually stay up late no matter what, so I figured if I'm gonna stay up late, I might as well stream on some nights. Other nights I'm editing or recording an episode. But it's a little weird to stream at midnight and then go to sleep around 3 o'clock. I'm gonna build some, or plant some pumpkins. Somebody said, I think it was you, Ninja, said that steamed pumpkins are really good. And I don't think I have any, so I'm gonna plant those. When will you start looking for a new base? I'm not sure. I think I wanna... I'm in this prepping stage for the power and water cutoff, as the title says. So that's why I kind of was working on these things. So I think the next step after I get the power set up is to start looking for that other base. And I think the first thing I'm going to look for is the spot that Ninja suggested, which is down here. But I am going to be looking for other areas. It sounds like this is the best second base spot. But I want to do a little adventuring. So we'll probably do that within the next few days. $58.4 gigabytes for Vane. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that high. Bruno says, I need to level up construction. Suggestions. Yeah, construction is actually really easy. You can do construction and crafting at the same time. If you have any of the XP books, I recommend popping those right here, these magazines. And then basically all you want to do is grab a ton of logs so you can get an axe, chop down logs, and then also your your iron scrap. Bring the wooden logs to your workbench and just create a bunch of metal brackets, wooden planks, wooden rods, all these basic ingredients, and the levels will fly by. That's what I did. I'm sure there's probably better methods, but that's the method that I chose. Just these standard parts, and it's actually faster than you think. There's a mine up there, up that dirt road as well. So that's pretty cool. There's a base right there and then a mine not too far from it. That sounds like a pretty good area. Some of the smaller planters will provide higher yields, and slicing veggies at the crafting table will enhance health boost too. I didn't know that. And King says, keep streaming at this time, only time I can watch. No, I don't plan to change my schedule. It is a little weird, but I don't plan to change it because it works for me. Like I said, I'm up anyways, so it works for me. And it kind of varies the content as well, because if I release a video at noon, let that cook all day, people can go and watch that, and then I stream at midnight, 12 hours later, then the same thing happens. The people who watch the videos during that time will watch the stream if they want, and then the next day at noon another video comes out. So I like the schedule, in my opinion. 9 subs from 400. Last time I checked, I was pretty close. Let's see. No, we're over 400. We have 403 subscribers. I just want to thank you guys for tuning into the live stream and hitting that 400 subscriber goal. We are blowing through these subscriber counts. We're gonna have 500 in no time. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for stopping by tonight. Same here. You're a night lingerer. Yeah, I love staying up late. It's the most productive time of day for me. That's where I get everything done. My buddy joined my server late and wanted to level up his lock picking quick. So what we did was I stayed inside a house and you kept locking it while he unlocked it. That is so smart. I didn't think to do that. I wonder if there's a way to set up a door. Like, I feel like you could do that solo as well. If you just set up a door and the frame, pick lock it, close it, go around the wall, lock it, and just do that same thing. You can probably do it solo. Oh, never mind. Ninja just said that they fixed that exploit. Also, hold on, my dogs are barking. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Not sure why my dogs just randomly started barking at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so that, I guess, quote-unquote exploit would only work if you had a friend. They're gonna have to try to fix that now. He comes back and has a horde on him, imagine. Demons, I hope not. You'll get a lot of Aussies on your current times. Yeah, I think yesterday there's like 2 or 3 people that said they're from Australia. So it is pretty cool. It's prime Aussie time, so thank you. You're welcome. It's a ghost, I hope not. No demons, no ghosts, please. Zombies, maybe. Yeah. Zombies have come out of Vane, and it's the start of their in real life apocalypse. It's a good thing we've been playing Vane. I think we're ready to survive an in real life apocalypse. We just have to do everything that we do in the game, right? Surely it's the same. If you put a wall around the island, wouldn't that be a good winter base? It definitely could be. I think there's only certain sections where it actually, like, you can walk up it. Like, look at this. This is like a ledge, right? I don't know if zombies can get up here, but if I, like, build a wall right there, and then obviously block off this main area, and then just all around it, definitely possible. But I don't know if I want to create that many fences. That's a lot of materials. Maybe after the first winter, that could be something that we can do. Just so we don't have to keep moving bases. Does anyone know if you can actually paint with the paint roller? I'm not sure. I haven't even used the spray cans, so I couldn't tell you. My only concern about popping onto a server is that there's always that one player who's like, let's destroy everything, instead of letting things respawn. They just break the containers they loot. Yeah, it's definitely a problem when you have these public type things. There's always that one person that's going to ruin it for everybody. And I think, I don't know if there's any settings to like prevent something like that, but that would be cool if you could just like, see, you can even prevent dismantling, because there are things that you actually have to dismantle. So yeah, I'm not sure if there's any real way to deal with that issue. I guess it's just something that you have to set like ground rules on, and hopefully everybody follows them. You think they would, or do they have boats in the game? They don't have boats in the game right now. I think it is something on their roadmap though. Boats and flying, like helicopters and planes and stuff. So I'm not sure on the ETA on that, but probably a while. Alright. Let's get rid of this HUD. And then we have a perk point. I think I could just click anything, right? Yeah. So I think next time that I stream, I'm gonna set up the solar panel system that we got going on. So I think I'll have to figure out how to get the makeshift batteries, or I've heard that you can just loot them from places. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen these out in the world, but that could be something that we can do as well. The parts are kind of pretty crazy. 3 car batteries. I mean, you can just take those from cars, but I feel like that's kind of annoying. So yeah, they're pretty high tier materials. So maybe it would be better to just find them in the world and not have to worry about creating all this stuff. So we would try to set up the power system next time. And then the base will pretty much be ready for anything that comes after the power and water cut off. because we have the water sources here. And I think I want to create one more well eventually. Other than that, I think it's pretty good, honestly. So after we do that, we'll probably start searching for the next base. So that's the two goals that I have on my mind so far. There is a way to shut off the water manually. Is there? I didn't see that, but I have come across like the power shut off in Lion Mountain at least, and I'm assuming there's one in each major region. So is it something similar to that? How many days in game are you from no power? I don't actually know specifically. I think I'm about a month in, maybe a little bit less than a month in game days. So maybe another like 15 to 20 days or so. So we still have a bunch of time. They want you to delete your demo saves. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's because the game's at a different state, so those demo saves probably won't work anymore. Just because they've changed so much since the demo. I don't know actually if they changed so much as they've enabled a lot more content. They probably just disabled a lot of content during the demo. There are substations, yeah. If the water isn't shutting off quickly enough for you. It's not even that. Like, obviously I love being able to just go to the sink and drink water. But I'm kind of doing it early just because I don't want to have to deal with that when that comes. I just want it to be out of the way. But yeah, I'm kind of just standing around because it is probably time to get off. I just want to thank you guys all for tuning in late at night or maybe early in the morning, depending on where you are. I really appreciate all the support, and I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for chatting with me, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next live stream. Make sure you guys keep up to date with the Vane uploads. I upload them every day at noon Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that, and I will catch you later. Have a good night, guys. Bye.